doing my car? Sandra!
You know I'm going to lose.
Sandra!
For fools, but that's the way I like it, baby.
So what are you going to do with your day then?
Don't know. Pop into Riverside, see how they're doing.
Oh, is that allowed?
Not strictly speaking, but I am the boss.
Oh, for the moment anyway.
Well, I've got till this afternoon at least.
Oh, well, I remember. Patrick sent me this. Apparently Sally insisted on a family portrait.
Very smart.
Yeah. Well, apparently Zoe ruined most of them by pulling funny faces, so that's the only one that's half decent. She's a lovely little girl. You're still sulking, aren't you, because he didn't come and see you in hospital?
He hasn't been in touch for ages.
Well, don't pout. He is busy, you know. He did say he'd call you at the weekend, though, OK?
Uh-huh.
Have you heard from Sam lately?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she called me last week.
Oh, where is she now?
Oh, didn't she call you?
Well, only when she feels like it. Oh, now, don't smirk. I realised a long time ago she's always going to be Daddy's girl.
Yeah, well, she's back from Switzerland. Fed up cleaning chalets. Staying with a mate in London.
Good, well, I hope her hair's a more natural colour.
Not too keen on the burgundy, though.
Liam's doing really well, you know. He's in Toronto now. He's working for a company there.
That's good.
He'd like to hear from you, Mac. I know you had this big falling out, but...
And you know why?
Yes. You are still his father, you know. He tries not to show it, but he is really very upset about the whole thing.
So he damn well should be. I just hope he realises how lucky he is that Faith decided not to prosecute.
Look, Mac, how would you feel if this rift between you and Liam was, well, the last word?
If the heart attack had killed me, you mean?
Well, what if you'd never made your peace with him?
Can we just change the subject?
Okay. So how are you going to change your life then?
What?
Post-heart attack. A lot of men have an epiphany, you know. Yeah, they go skydiving, they buy sports cars, they go travelling around the world. They have very unsuitable girlfriends.
And you think I'd do all that?
Yeah, you did say you were feeling differently now.
I am. But I think it's about the small things.
Yeah?
Small but important things. Kieran forming his first coherent sentence.
Yeah.
Waking up in the morning and just feeling glad that I can take him for a walk. He loves trees, you know. Well, until you pointed them out to me, I'd hardly ever thought about them. Incredible things, don't you think? Trees.
Lord, you'll be quoting poetry at me next.
No, that's your job.
To think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a tree.
What are you doing?
Poems are made by fools like me.
Julia.
But only God can make a tree.
Julia, I have to live here. Come on.
All right.
Look, I'm really sorry, but like I tried to explain earlier, we've only got one doctor available at the moment. If you just take a seat, okay?
What is going on?
I'm sorry, Dr. Maguire, but what are you doing here?
I've come to finish some paperwork and see how things are getting on. Not too well, it seems.
Well, it's just that we've got a really full appointments list this morning and Dr. Berg is trying to manage, but he's on his own.
What do you mean, on his own?
Well, Dr. Kwame's at a meeting and Dr. Carlisle's been called out to the police station.
Well, the police seem to have more call on their time than we do. Do you think of calling in a locum?
No, I just haven't had time with all the rush and...
Mac, what are you doing here?
I have come in to finish some paperwork.
Check up on us, you mean?
Well, check up on things. Good job I did. Right, time to roll out my sleeves.
What do you mean?
Ollie, we are short-staffed. If you remember, I'm a qualified doctor and a member of this practice, so I'm going to help.
Well, do you think that's a good idea?
I think it's a great idea.
Well, Dr. Maguire...
Mac, you're not supposed to be working.
This is an emergency situation, Ollie.
Mac, I don't think you should.
Ollie, you cannot cope with this lot on your own. Now, if it makes you feel any better, I promise that I'll only take on the lighter cases. But this way, we can ease the backlog and give the patients the time they deserve, all right? OK, who's first? Thank you. Mr. Hallam?
Sandra! 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 You gonna let me in or what? Sandra! Sandra! Sandra, open up, it's me! Sandra! Sandra!
What are you doing here?
Looking for Sandra, what do you think?
Well, it's no good looking because she isn't here.
Oh, yeah. Sandra!
I told you she isn't here.
Since when have I ever believed anything you've ever said?
You can talk. You'd lie to your own mother, you would, wouldn't
I'd
you?
leave my mother out of this if I were you.
Think she's got a dutiful son, does she? And a little angel, Lenny. Some angel you are. Better off if Sandra had never met you.
I love Sandra.
You got a funny way of showing it. You've never been any good for her.
What do you know about
Oh,
it?
I know, Lenny. I've heard it all.
Yes, so what have you heard then?
Like you haven't a clue.
As a matter of fact, I haven't. All I know is she hasn't spoken to me for 3 weeks, and this morning she chucked a brick through the car window, and I wonder who put her up to that.
What, you think I did?
Well, it wouldn't exactly be out of character, would it? Sandra!
Lenny, she doesn't want to speak to
What,
you.
so she is in then? Sandra!
She doesn't want to see you.
If that's how she feels, let her come down and tell me herself.
Lenny, she doesn't want to see you, so why don't you just leave?
Yeah, what are you going to do about it? Phone the police?
No need.
Hello. Oh, great. Officer, wait, please, I can explain.
Sam, it's okay. I'm here. I told you it was no good for you. Huh? But it's okay, I'm here now. And I'm not going to go. All right, Sam. Shh. Shh.
Not my fault my girlfriend decides to bust through a car window. You go nick someone dangerous like an unlicensed pigeon fancier or something. I'm just off the garage now, Constable.
Thank God for that. He's going.
He said he loved me, Lise.
They all say that. Comes out of them automatic. Like, makes a cuppa, or mine's a pint.
Or I won't do it again.
Yeah, that one slips out of their mouths quite smoothly too.
I believed him, though. He promised me.
Promises don't cost anything. It's breaking them that costs. It's not any better.
It's worse. Oh, God.
Right then, you're going to the doctor's.
No, I don't want to go to the doctor's.
San, look.
No, but...
Look, you've got to have someone look at you. Look, I know you're scared, but you can't go on like this. Look, I'll drive you to the surgery. San, it's for the best, really. Oh, hi, I was wondering if you got any free appointments. Yes, this morning. No, my friend. Hughes. Sandra Hughes. Yes, it is an emergency.
I can't do this.
Listen, Sam.
Lisa, I can't. I'm scared.
It's the right thing, Sam, really. Best see what the doctor says, yeah?
Okay.
Sandra, talk to me, please.
No, I don't believe this. Right, that's it, Lenny. I'm going to get that copper back here.
Sandra, please.
Yes, police, please. Yes, Ridgeway Street, we're being assaulted.
You're not being assaulted.
We're being verbally abused and threatened. Lenny, the police are coming.
Sandra, please.
Lenny, police.
Next set of patient notes.
How are we doing out there? Are we getting through them all?
Well, we're doing all right. We'd be in a complete mess if Dr. Maguire hadn't turned up, though.
How is Mac doing? You're not giving him too many patients, are you?
As if I would. He wanted to do half, but I'm giving him a third.
But nothing too heavy, though.
I am using my discretion. I have been here a while, you know.
Excellent. Right, let's see who you've given me. Mr. Timms, Jacob Rees, little Max Stewart, Mrs. Warburton.
We've treated her before.
Yeah, but...
And she was very complimentary about you.
Well, yeah, but Mrs...
Dr. Berg, may I remind you, we're in an emergency situation and your complete cooperation would be greatly appreciated.
Lisa. Let's see what you're up to, shall we? Come on! I don't believe this! God, unbelievable. Come on!
I can't.
Look, we're here now, Sam.
Yeah, I know, but
I thought we agreed it was for the best.
but what if?
It's better to know what's wrong. Then we can do something about it.
I'm just so scared, Lisa.
Look, I know you're scared, but I'm here for you. I've always been here. Look, do you remember that time we got home from school and we got the bikes out and we rode up and down the road? And our next door neighbour Martin came out and he shoved you off your bike and you scraped your knee. It bled so much.
And you wiped out with your skirt.
I got grounded for a month. Won me pocket money to buy a new skirt. I know you're scared, but I'm here for you. And we can do this together.
Thanks, Lisa.
It's okay. Now come on, let's go in. First started a few weeks ago, didn't it?
Yeah, about 5 weeks ago. It was around the time of my period.
And you thought it was period pains?
Yeah, well, my periods tend to be heavy.
Mine too.
So I thought the pain was part of that.
Well, you would do, wouldn't you? I mean, I get terrible pains. Sometimes it really lays me out. Sorry, go on, Sam.
Yeah, go on.
So I thought it was just period pains, just worse than usual. But they carried on after my period had stopped.
And I said that couldn't be right. It had to be something. Didn't I say that?
And the pains were in your abdomen?
Yeah, at first.
And then they were lower down, weren't they?
It is better coming from Sandra.
She's right. They were in my groin. There were these painful swellings.
Swellings?
Yeah.
And did they remain beneath the skin?
No, they turned into abscesses.
Really sore ones.
Is that right?
Yeah, really painful. I've been so worried. I don't know what it is.
Well...
I know what it is. VD. And I can tell you exactly who gave it to her.
Excuse me. You tell me whether Sandra uses with the doctor, please?
Yeah, are you a relative?
No.
Husband?
A boyfriend, well, partner. So is she with the doctor then?
I'm afraid I can't say.
You are the receptionist, so, or the manager?
The receptionist, for the moment.
Well, then you must have booked her in then.
But I can't say.
You mean you won't?
Well, no, well, I mean, it wouldn't be right to say. Patients are entitled to their privacy.
What, even from their partners?
Yes, they are.
Look, I think she's in here and I'm really worried about her and I just want to know what's wrong.
I'm sorry.
I think we might be getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
I've said that from the start, haven't I, Sam? It's got to be VD. And it all started after he came back from America.
Whoa, whoa, who is this he we're talking about?
Lenny Watts. The loser who's supposed to be Sandra's boyfriend.
He is my boyfriend.
More's the pity. I've always told you he was no good for you, Sandra. I've always told her he was no good for a doctor. Trouble is, Sandra is a bit of a soft touch, especially when it comes to Lenny.
So, Sandra, you think that Lenny might have passed something on to you?
Of course he has.
Lisa, I really think...
You see, it's like this, Doctor. Lenny's a roadie, you know, works with bands.
Yes, I know what a roadie is.
Of course you do. Anyway, works with bands because his guitar playing's that terrible no band wanted to take him on. But he's well into metal. Well, he's tone deaf to begin with, that's why he becomes a roadie. He's done pretty well, worked with all the major bands, toured the new metal circuit. And of course there's girls everywhere, which is just about okay if you're single. But if you're meant to be with someone, then...
How long have you been with Lenny?
6 years.
And the relationship's been monogamous, has it?
You're joking. Not Lenny. Thinks monogamy is something the Japanese do with paper.
Sandra?
He's admitted he's been unfaithful a couple of times. We broke up over it, but he swore he'd never do it again.
He's a liar.
Lisa, I really think...
He is, though. And now he's gone and caught something and given it to Sandra.
Lisa, we don't know.
Could be anything. Could even be AIDS.
Well, that went better than I thought. I know Mac's supposed to be taking it easy, but if he hadn't turned up, I'd be next in line for a cardiac.
What do you think of that guy over there?
Well, I wouldn't have pointed my fashion guru.
No, I mean, don't you think he's acting a bit oddly?
Bit tense, maybe. Patient.
No, I reckon he's the boyfriend of one, though.
And do you think he's lying?
I don't know. It looks a bit dodgy to me.
Well, aren't we the detective?
Lisa, I am about to start the physical examination, so I would be really grateful if you'd step outside.
Sorry?
If you'd wait outside while I examine Sandra.
I'll wait outside then.
Thank you.
She means well.
Oh, I'm sure. Faith, can I have you in attendance, please? Cheers.
You've given Sandra VD.
What do you mean, VD?
Venereal disease. Diseases you get from having unprotected sex with dodgy people.
I haven't had unprotected sex with anybody anyway. How do you know it's dodgy?
Because I'm looking at him.
I'm not dodgy.
Well, what are you then? An advert for sexual
I
help?
do not have VD.
Well, why is Sandra then?
Has she? Well, she hasn't caught it from me.
So you're saying she's been messing around?
No, well, no, I hope not, no.
Oh, so you're blaming her
I'm not.
to cover yourself?
I'm not.
You're a liar. You've cheated on her before and you still are. And now you could have gone and given her AIDS.
Well, I'm not surprised you're feeling uncomfortable. Those boils are really nasty. You should have come in to see me when they first appeared.
I was scared.
Yeah, well, I reckon your friend's got a lot to do with that. Thanks, Faith. You've noticed the odour, of course.
It's awful. I've been washing over and over, but it just won't go.
No, well, constant washing can make things worse. Look, I've got to be honest with you. I've only seen this condition a couple of times.
Is it serious? I mean, with all the adverts and with what Lisa's been saying.
Sandra, you have not got a venereal disease.
No?
You've got what I think is a condition called hidradenitis suppurativa.
And what's that?
It's a chronic condition where the sweat glands in the groin get blocked and abscesses form.
Did I get it from Lenny?
No, it's caused by a build-up of keratinous material in the sweat pores, and it's prevalent amongst women.
So how do I treat it?
Ah, well, there is no specific treatment available at the moment.
You mean it's incurable?
There is no direct cure as such, but... Sorry. Carolina, I'm with a patient. What do you mean a spot of bother? Right. We need to talk to your friend again.
I have not given her AIDS.
How do you know?
Because I haven't been sleeping around.
Folks.
Of course you have. You've never really loved Sandra. She's only ever been convenient.
What do you mean, convenience?
You know what I mean. Someone to stay at home while you're playing away.
Don't play away. I love Sandra.
And you prove it by giving her AIDS.
Lisa, Lenny has not given me AIDS.
No?
Very unlikely.
Well, what type of VD is it then?
It isn't venereal disease.
See?
Well, what's she got then?
I'm afraid that would be breaking patient confidentiality. Lenny, I think Sandra would like you to join us now. We can carry on the consultation indoors, yeah?
What about me?
I'm afraid you're going to have to wait. Thanks.
I've never even heard of it.
No, well, it's not that common. It's just that I was dead keen on dermatology when I was a student. Even thought of specialising at one point. And as I told Sandra, I've seen very, very few cases.
But there was nothing you could do to cure them.
No, not directly. What you do with the condition is manage it. With proper care and a combination of treatments, you can keep the symptoms in check, and that will allow you to live as normal a life as possible.
Nice one. Cheers.
No, you're welcome. You do realise how big a part home care plays in all this, don't you?
Yeah, don't worry, Doc. She'll get plenty of that. Just got a job in the local studio. The wandering days are behind me now.
Dr. Maguire shouldn't be too long. You can wait in the staff room if you want.
Oh, OK, thanks, I will.
Okay. Good meeting?
No such animal. It's quiet in here.
Oh, it wasn't that way this morning. We had patients coming out of our ears until Dr. Maguire...
Mac's been seeing patients.
He was only helping out. He was only helping out!
You were specifically told not to see any patients.
Well, Carolina must have told you. Ollie was on his own and she hadn't thought to call a locum.
Mac, I know that we're short-staffed.
Absolutely. Jude was doing her police work, you were at a meeting.
Yes, and it was a vital meeting.
Well, I'm sure it was. Doesn't alter the fact that we had a whole line of patients waiting and only one practitioner. I believe that I took the only viable course open to me.
Mac, you're supposed to be recuperating.
Ben, there were patients waiting to be seen.
And what if you made a mistake?
Well, I think that's highly unlikely.
Well, I'm just speculating. I mean, what if you made a misdiagnosis trying to get through your patients? How would that reflect on you?
Yeah. Yeah, point taken. I'm really sorry. I promised that I wouldn't practice, and I reneged on that.
Well, you're only trying to help.
Well, yes, of course, but you're absolutely right. I failed to consider the implications. I promise that in future I will not just dive in. For all that, it reminded me, I may actually be a doctor.
Look at the car.
You don't think he'll stick around, do you?
Lisa, he's got a job here.
Yeah, but is he going to look after you now that you're ill?
He said he would.
And you believe him?
Yes. You know, you've always had a problem with me and Lenny.
No, it's just...
You have. And now I realise what it is. You're jealous.
No.
You are. You're jealous because you fancy Lenny yourself and you don't want me to have it.
No, it's not.
It's true. Well, I'm happy with Lenny. We're happy together. And today's convinced me more than ever of one thing. Lenny really loves me.
So do I.
To whom it may concern.
Sorry?
Well, for the attention of the practice manager, whoever they may be.
Yeah, well, it's got to be someone.
Cheer up, misery guts.
No, remind me to hire you as my life coach.
Seriously? What was it then? Rough meeting?
No, the meeting was boring. It was a party that was rough.
Ah, drank a bit too much vino tinto, eh?
The vino tinto was foul. I avoided it, mate. Unlike Helen.
Oh, got a bit tired and emotional.
Not tired, but definitely emotional.
So what? You're saying she was getting a bit...
Frisky? Is that the word you're looking for?
No, so it was you she was...
Yep, but the state she was in, she could have been anybody's.
Oh, don't put yourself down, mate.
Ah, you know what I mean. She was drunk, she was a friend, and I managed to disentangle myself.
Good. Still, could have been a lot worse. Well, you could have been sitting alone in a corner all evening, feeling miserable. Only kidding.
Riverside Surgery. I'm afraid you've come through to the practice manager's office. But let me put you through to the receptionist and she'll be able to book an appointment for you. You're welcome. The moon in your own sign will really... Ah! You fucking...
Right. Look, I'm glad I got you all together. There's something I want to say. We have been without a practice manager for some time now. And during that time, you have all coped admirably. Really fantastic. And as is often the case, the likeliest of candidates has been here all the time, right under our noses. She has all the necessary attributes and skills and has the advantage of being known to us already. So it's all been agreed. And it gives me really great pleasure to introduce our new practice manager, Julia. Yeah, bravo.
Thanks. I was really pleased when Mac offered me this position. Surprised, but pleased. And judging by the altercation outside when I arrived this morning, I guess things can get just a little bit hectic around here. Anyway, I just need a bit of time to, find my feet, sort myself out. So if you would just bear with me and...
I'm sure that everybody's going to give you all the support you need. And I'm equally sure that Carolina will be only too glad to show you the ropes. Right, Carolina?
Well done.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks very much.